Hey, folks, welcome to Geno's Talking Rockin', where we talk all things hard rock and heavy metal. We are out here with some special guests today. I've been working with these guys for a while. Hopefully, going to be working with them a lot more. Great band out of Atlanta. They got a really great story. I want them to share it with you guys. And BSOL. But I want to know something.
What?
Before we go any further, now. Is there two names to the band?
No. BSOL basically, okay, goes like this. It stands basically for backside of life, right? Okay. Why? Because we're old fucks and we don't give a shit. You know, that's where it started, okay? But our gig is, what's it mean to you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever makes you happy to call us, just make sure it's in BSOL form.
So that's it. What was the Vagrant? Was it Vagrant's Vengeance or whatever?
Vagrant Justice.
Yeah, Vagrant's Justice. Now, what's that?
That was me, the drummer, and our other guitar player, Tom, who isn't here. He's a fuck up. I just told you through it and tell it like it is. But yeah, we had a band called Vagrant Justice. We were together very long time. And Dave, our drummer, he started hanging out with Rachel Boland from Skid Row, who had moved to Atlanta. And as soon as they started hanging out, I was like, oh shit. Here we go. Yeah. And about a year later, Dave left and was the new drummer in Skid Row. Oh, fucking K. Thanks, Rachel. And so needless to say, we all went our separate fucking ways. I went to New York for a while and whatever. Life goes on, life goes on, life goes on.
Right.
And I found out that Dave had left Skid Row after like 5 years. Because I'm pretty sure because he wasn't able to write. Yeah. I mean, that's Rachel Boland's band.
Right.
You ain't writing fuck all.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So basically him and I were in New York at the same time, and I called and I was like, yo, dude, I'm thinking about moving back to the A. And he goes, dude, give me a few months and I'll meet you down there. I was like, coolio. And there you go.
There you go.
That's how it happened.
Backside of life.
Backside of life. Yeah.
All right. So, we have a mutual friend, Nathan Nuts, the lead singer of Resisting Body, another artist, Lynch Mob, and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And Nathan, of course, turned me on to you guys, but he had also said that there's a really great history behind you guys. So,
oh yeah.
If you guys, and those of you listening, if you haven't, give these guys a listen. You guys will love them. You got their sound very much harkens back. I don't like to compare bands and sounds because everybody has a unique thing. That's not true. There are plenty of bands out there who are not unique. We all know that. Right. But there are plenty of who are. You guys are definitely unique. But you have very much of that punk rock thing going on. It's dirty, it's grimy. You're a little scared. It's a little dangerous to listen to. You want when you get done listening to you guys, you want to use Purell to wash your hands. So
yeah. And make sure your kids got earplugs.
Right. The girls have to use the morning after pill. So
what had happened was
if you're a female and you listen to these guys, you may want to go.
Yeah, you might want to go see somebody. You just might.
So how did that come about? How did that sound come about?
Shit.
Good question.
Yeah.
Being exposed from all kinds of different.
Yeah, we've all been. I mean, shit. I love anything from Aretha Franklin to Megadeth to. I mean, you get in my truck, you might hear it all in like the course of a mile and a half. just because I just love all kinds of really good, especially like vocalists. But then I play very little guitar, just enough to write a song. So I've always been into like the virtuosos, like Ingve cacophony and all that kind of shit, where it's just like just because I couldn't do it. So I can't do that shit, but I might get that out of there,
right.
take it and make it a fucking hit.
And in case anybody out there who just listened, Cacophony was a duo between Jason Becker and Marty Friedman.
Marty Friedman, back in the day.
And if you guys haven't gone back, Jason Becker, to this day, he makes incredibly music. The guy is still an absolute genius. He's a brilliant mind.
Yeah. Friedman as well.
Yeah.
Huge inspiration to me.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. So, if you haven't.
So that's just, and then, bands like Junkyard and
yes.
Faster Pussycat, all that older, just what they call hair metal. I called it good rock and roll music. It was influencing me because I was a young kid and I was like, yes, but I was too scared to move to LA because I knew I'd end up dead. Because I was just like, I have that addictive personality.
Right.
I will get addicted to whatever it is that takes me out of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So yeah.
The best thing that ever happened to me was Atlanta, Georgia. Because you got that without LA.
Right.
So it wasn't 24/7. You could actually recover and go, what the fuck did I do? And why did I do that?
Right.
And
we still do.
Well, we know better. we know our limits.
We're still learning.
We know our limits.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about him.
we know our limits. We don't give a shit about the limits. Right? But we know them.
We know that they go to. We know our limits go to 11.
Exactly.
Right? So, but I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do. And like we said, it's backside of life, dude. This is it.
Right.
Yeah. So fucking let's go. Let's rock and have a great fucking time, but don't die. If you can help it.
Right.
Let's do it and have a great time, but remember to wake up tomorrow.
Well, it's funny because this people ask, and I've had this. People ask me, why are you such a big fan of Motley Crue? And I say, well, I'm a huge fan. Right. I love Motley Crue. I'm going to be honest with you. I give a fuck what people have to say about Motley Crue. I don't give a shit if you're a hater.
Right.
That's your own fucking issue. I ain't a hater. That's between them. That's all their own thing.
Exactly.
I loved Motley Crue growing up. When I was a kid, Motley Crue got me through a lot of shit. It was because,
right?
Yep, they were tough. They were mean, but they had that ability to be on the radio. But you always get this feeling they're on the radio under their own terms. No. You're not going to tell me what to play. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to play.
Exactly.
Dancing on glass. Come on now. I mean, all the stuff.
To me, that whole situation, whatever, Motley, blah blah blah. Love Motley Crue too. You said they were my wall heroes back in the day. Steven Tyler. I mean, Steven Tyler to me is one of the best innuendo singers, songwriters ever, and that to me is where Nikki got it from.
Right.
Because he was able to. I mean, Steven Tyler says, "Pain is my new obsession."
Right. Yeah.
You know what he's talking about?
Oh yeah.
Not even a question.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Exactly, but not quite.
But
he's fucking turning you around.
Right.
He's talking about the punani.
Right.
But it was what? Number one on the radio.
Everybody was listening to it. It's like Nikki Sixx. Nikki Sixx talked about I can't remember. I was an article. Somebody was asking him, what are your more favorite moments in concert? And he said, I actually, since one of the things I've always gotten a kick out of is whenever we play the song "Rattlesnake Shake," the whole crowd will sing it. And he's like, what's funny is the song's about jerking off.
I was gonna say it's about fucking spanking the monkey.
Yeah, it's like
How?
18,000 people singing a song about jerking off. He's like,
Right?
it always made me laugh. It's like, this is awesome, you know?
Why wouldn't it?
Right?
Why would not that make you laugh?
Right now.
Right? But that's
right now.
but going, you know,
yeah.
right. I mean, going into going back to what you guys are doing, you guys have a lot of that same thing going on. And I think, well, I've actually know a lot of buddies, we've talked about this with the music, the idea of the innuendo, being poetic with your lyrics, saying something without actually coming out and saying it. It's gotten lost, right? Yeah, our artists
because
today,
everybody's pissed off
about
what they're saying.
Right, everybody just says it, I want this, I want that, whatever. But back in the day, they said it without saying it, and you're like innuendos, right?
Right.
Like I remember I went to high school in Utah, Mormons,
oh my God,
all Mormons, right? And there was a kid in in a little tiny town in southern Utah, and he wore a T-shirt from the skate. I don't know if it's a skateboard, but it was a skater company. It was called Limpies, 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 and the logo was a square box, and it had like a bar that was limp, kind of limping down with a circle on one end. Limpies,
right?
Limpies.
Oh,
Limpies, and he would wear that shirt. He would wear that shirt to school. Nobody caught on to it. And I swear to God, I never really paid attention to it. And one day I'm walking through the hall. It was just he and I. I said, holy crap, I just caught that. I can't believe that he's like, nobody gets it. Nobody even knows. It's so like, whatever.
Don't worry about
it. And it says Limpy's right underneath it. It's like, it's Limp Dick. Yeah, I'm like, holy crap, that's brilliant, But I think
exactly.
It's music. That's what I think music is. Yeah, that's what I think music is, especially making people think about it for a second. Oh shit.
Exactly.
That's I never thought about
it. And then you got to know also that we're one of those bands that some shit will hide in the music and some will just go, no, this is what we're saying. We do a song that we've ended with for years now. And it's not ours personally. It's not our song. We didn't write it. Wish we did. Really do. But it was written by some friends of ours out of Memphis, Tennessee called Son of Slam. God bless those guys. Loved them. They, I guess, gave up or retired a while back. But back in the day, like when they were still even playing out, they had a song, and I told you about it. It's called Mississippi Love Song. And the chorus is basically, fuck anything that moves. That is the chorus of the song. And they had written it.
Which is very dangerous.
Which is very, very, very dangerous, kids. Stay in school. But it made such a huge impact on us that we were like, hell yes. So we just started doing their song to end our set. And now people are just like, wait, it ain't over until they do Mississippi Love Song. So you got a minute. Go do what you got to do, but come back because Mississippi Love Song's last. And you're talking about punk rock and aggression. Yeah, that's it.
So
listen, you'll dig it.
Well, from today back to when it started, how many of the members are still original members?
From when this band, BSOL started?
Right.
2. It's me and the drummer, Dave.
And Tom?
No.
Oh, are you?
Well, wait. Tom was in the original incarnation. But it's good answer. It's complicated. He was shit-faced at rehearsal when we first got together and fell into Dave's drums. And our other guitar player went, our other guy that we had at the time went, dude.
I'm gonna edit this out.
Well, I'm just telling you the truth. I say we were like, dude, yeah, we're gonna have to leave you here.
I've been there before. Yeah, guitar player so smashed he falls into my drum set, and I was
dude,
like,
it's like, really, what are you doing? And I mean, we literally packed our shit and moved out to our drummer's house the next rehearsal, and never called Tom back. And now he's back in the band. Imagine that.
So does BSOL pretty much just focus on the Atlanta area, or do you guys get out? Are you guys in other areas?
We want to play wherever people will listen. Real time. I mean, that's our go-to. I mean, this man right here, he owns his own business, so he's good. The other two, guitar player and bass player, they have full-time jobs, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Me and the drummer, we work for a stagehand company, so we can take a job or not take a job,
Right.
But we do work on like the cruise ships, hence we took that so we could be available to play and go wherever.
Right.
So that's what we look to do.
Right.
We understand these guys, and hence the reason that, we're trying to make sure that when we talk up to someone about, the booking and the going out on tour, blah, 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 that we can do it where everybody is accommodated. See what I mean?
Well, it's funny because, we've talked about this before. And what I think is really interesting is how much touring has changed.
Oh, yeah.
In the past, we'll just like 25 years. Even Metallica, because now they're dealing with grandkids and they want to be around their grandkids. So guess what they do? Right. They only tour so many days and they have like 2 weeks off.
I don't want to do that shit.
Motley Crue does things like the whole family tours with them, and then there's times when they don't. And then there's a lot of bands who do 3-4 days on, several days off. 3-4 days on, several days off. And they did it. It's like, back when I was a kid, what do you mean you don't get time off, dude? You're gonna tour, you're gonna hit the road.
I was on the road, with a band, one of those cover bands that we go to a town for a week, play there, load out the Saturday night because the bar's closed on Sunday, and use that day to drive to the next town.
Yep.
To load in Monday. Oh yeah. I did that for
bologna sandwiches.
6 years.
Bologna sandwiches
$5 a day.
Yep.
Really?
a loaf of bread and bologna. Yep.
Hell yeah, dude. You save up your money to buy a bottle for the weekend.
Yep. But I think that's the one thing that it is good about today's touring is it is accommodating to those things, and
right.
As we've talked about, that's what's important to us as well.
Exactly.
So, well, I guess going further with you guys. So, what time frames are we looking at? When did BSOL start? What was the years?
It's been, I want to say 7 years. I think, didn't we talk about this the other day? Me and Dave were saying, it's been like, I forgot. Thanks, man. Thanks for your fucking input.
I got involved in about 2 years.
Yeah, he's been in the band 2 years. We started out as a 4-piece. We did that for 3. Then we finally got Randy as Randy and Tom. And that was 3. So yeah, about 7.
Beautiful cluster.
Yeah.
So, tell us
8 years.
Tell us about you. Now, I'm all right. Introduce yourselves. We skipped a loop because we got into the bullshit. So
I'm CC.
CC.
Vocalist.
I'm Kip.
And Kip.
Hendricks.
All right. Not Kip Winger. Don't do that.
No.
Kip Hendrick. All right. Tell us about yourself, though, Kip. I want to hear something about you. How did you come about? Not how you. I know how you were conceived, but I just want to.
We played in different bands and did a little circuit shit a couple of decades ago.
Yeah,
maybe 3 decades ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to expose all that
I don't give a
because
shit.
we're old.
We're old, fuck, whatever. But we rock.
Damn, we are old.
We are, but we rock.
That's right. We do rock.
Okay. But yeah,
Dave and Cece called me out of the blue.
Well, actually, I ran into him at a bar.
Oops.
And imagine that. Spill it. I ran into him at a bar, and I was like, "Holy fuck, dude, what's up?
Yeah.
Long time no see." And we just started talking. He bought me a couple shots. I was on my motorcycle. I was like, "Oh shit, so I need to." Right. I was like, "I might need to go, but give me your number." So I got his number and didn't even call him right away because I know he had his construction company and was doing well. And then we were having trouble, and our other guitar player, he's from Memphis, was whining and talking about needing to go back to
wonderful guy.
But love him to death. Love him to death. He's like a brother.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, if that's what you want to do, fucking go. Just go. So
But we played out together in different bands.
Yeah.
Open
for each other and shit.
Yeah.
So we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
He had a Harley before we did.
Yeah. They were jealous.
We were jealous. But now we got Harleys and we don't.
Went to the motocross side.
Right. Yeah. So whatever. But yeah, so needless to say, we've known each other for years. I knew he was an awesome guitar player. So called him up and was like, dude, if you want to come out, cool. If not, I get it. We can still meet and do drinks.
Yeah.
And now we do drinks and meet at rehearsing.
Right.
Okay.
Like, do you still know how to play? I think I do. Let me try.
Yeah, let me see if I can run this.
So as the touring ramps up, because it's going to. The touring will start to ramp up, and you're going to start traveling. You're going to start traveling more. That's one of those things that all you listeners, you're going to start hearing a little bit of the logistical side of things here. You guys got to figure those things out. You guys have those discussions, and those discussions will be done with us as well. So we'll make sure everybody's good to go. We're not going to book shows that you guys can't all make. That's not going to happen.
Right on. That's all we need to know.
But this is the reality of things, and though this is very true. And one of the things that's really interesting about this goes Warrant. The band Warrant deals with the same stuff. Not Dixon. I believe Dixon and the other guitar players is a guitar tech for Guitar Center, or has been. And he had to juggle his job. That was his job. That's how he fed his family.
Geno.
He's a Warrant. He's playing for a big band called Warrant. But guess what? It's not the 80s anymore.
You ain't making bank like you used to.
No, you got a job. And the boss had to say, okay, well, I'll let you loose and you can go do a show.
Right.
So that's really what spawned and started to this whole different way of travel, different way of touring.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing fly dates and stuff.
Fly dates, yeah, absolutely.
Only playing on the weekends and fly, Right.
They never would have done that before, ever.
No.
The idea, you're going,
Skinner.
Right, you're gonna set my drums up for me before I get there. What the fuck you? No.
Right.
It's my drums. No.
Right.
You don't
know what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't have the money anymore. You can't put drums on trucks and guitars and amplifiers anymore. That's just not the way it is.
See, we did the old live in a van down by the fucking river. We did that shit. Believe me. And we have a van right fucking now. But we ain't gonna live by the river. We're gonna rent a fucking trailer because the van has AC and I've got a mattress and a couch and that some bitch. Yeah, kid. We'd be traveling like rock stars for real.
Oh,
some kid will be like, "There's some old people living in a van down by
I
the
know.
river."
What are they doing in there, Ma?
crazy.
Right? And then we just roll out the side. That's my skull.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, so you guys have been in the studio. You guys have recorded some music.
Oh yeah, I mean the EP we put out. I mean that's been out a while now. We're trying. Actually, I believe Dave, our drummer, called the dude that we normally go see and record because he just knows us so well, and we always record live because that's what we are. We're a live rock and roll band. Right. So I mean, why? Yeah, we'll record everything. I mean, I sing along with the band. And then we listen back. And if you want to re-chunk something, then let's chunk it and do that. And then I will sing with myself one more time. And then we all gather around and sing them backing vocals. You know, them ones that mean so much. So that's pretty much it.
True that.
Yeah, that's what you get. It's real.
It's real. It is real. It is real rock and roll. It's really great rock and roll. It's music I love. I have it. We were out on the beach last Saturday. We were listening to it out on the beach. It's the kind of rock and roll that I listen to. And it's the kind of and it's the same kind of rock and roll that Tom listens to. You know, it's you know, I like when I'm listening to music, especially rock music, I want it to have some danger to it. It's got to be gritty and tough and mean, and it's got to be something that's that talks to me. So and your music definitely does. It has that grit to it, and it's tough and it's rough. So I think I love what you guys are doing, and I think it's really important to get this music out there. Certainly for the younger people to start getting into it. And younger people are getting into it. Younger people are getting into it. They're going, holy shit, this is some good shit.
Exactly. And my son, like I said, I mean, he's he takes guitar lessons and drum lessons. It's like the 1 hour, 30 minutes of guitar and then 30 minutes of drums every Thursday. And he's mad. But I told him, I was like, look, dude, you're gonna know shit that your daddy doesn't have a fucking clue about, dude.
Right.
Like how to read music. I don't know how to read music. I listen to stuff and go, this sounds killer.
Right.
And that's it. He's gonna be able to tell me what I'm playing. Right. You know what I mean?
Well,
I just love it.
My sons, all three of my sons like rock music, but my middle son and my middle son likes he's just realized he's probably more into punk. He likes a lot of punk music. And my two younger sons are both in the military. The one's a staff sergeant in the Army.
God bless him.
And the youngest is in the Navy.
Right on.
Doing secret
Thank
squirrel
you
stuff.
for your service.
Yes.
But I turned them on. I took Nicholas to go see my middle one. I took him to go see the Motley Crue. Well, their first concert was the Carolina Rebellion, and it rained out. But he did get to see Steel Panther, Pop Evil, things like that, and it rained out. But the next time I got a chance, I took him to go see the Motley Crue with Alice Cooper, and he was just like, "Oh my god!" He was like, "This just."
Because
he loved Alice Cooper.
They never get the spectacle, you know.
He saw
they
Alice.
Never got the spectacle. Nowadays, everybody's whatever.
He was standing next to me, and he was like, "Dad, Alice Cooper is insane. Holy shit, he's so good." And there were people next to me that like. And they leaned in and go, "Is this his first show?" I was like, "No, it's not his first show, but it's his first time hearing Motley Crue and Alice Cooper." And you're like, "Oh, no shit." Right. And they're like, "He likes Alice Cooper?" I'm like, apparently he fucking loves him. He thinks Alice Cooper's killer. My youngest son, I took his very first concert was the Iron Maiden's Legacy of the Beast tour.
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte.
Love, mate.
He loved it. He just loved it. He's like, Dad, this is just insane. I love this. This is incredible. And he went on to play guitar. He actually, I bought him a Fender He's actually a pretty decent guitar player. But
Right on.
I think getting these younger people energized and excited about these guys. Don't mind my dogs barking. They're
You're good.
they're
We're
being
the
good dogs.
dog, dude.
They're being good dogs. But I think one of the things that's really great about this is that getting younger people energized and excited about this music again. And there are younger bands that are playing it, but it's really important. I think that and it's great. So, how do you guys, when you guys are on stage and you guys are looking out there and you look out there and you see the diversity in your crowd? How does that make you guys feel?
I mean, me, awesome. Because it's like, okay, they're digging it. If you're bobbing your head and we're playing, I'm like, okay, cool. They're digging it.
Yeah. I love seeing the younger generation getting into it because of all the pussified folks that are involved in it these days. But that's just me.
Right. That's just me. That's just me. All right, hey guys. This is what we're at it. So what do you have? You got what do you want the fans to know? You guys have some shows coming up?
We're booking some stuff here in town. We're also, like we said before, trying to get in the studio and record because we've got like
a shitload.
Yeah, shitload. A breakload.
Yeah. Sorry.
Of some new music that we want to get out. But what we want to do is we want to go see the guy that we always record with because he, like I said, he knows us. And right now, I think he's just stacked up. I mean, with everybody coming off the pandemic and people coming through town and whatever. But
so
we can wait. We have a show in Huntsville, Alabama in September.
Working on shows locally.
Yeah.
And it's a constant fill in. We're ready to jam. We might be playing at this place where
we're sitting at
now.
Yeah, doing an acoustic show here. We're thinking about doing just for something shits and giggles.
Bradley.
So, in merchandise, if people want to buy your merch, you guys have a website to go to?
Yes. I don't know it. Wait, it's backsideoflife.com.
Yes.
Full Backside of Life, or is it BSOL?
It's Backside of Life.
Backside of Life. Backsideoflife.com.
That's how you get to our website. And you can hear our music there. And
okay. So as I always tell the listeners and the fans of the show, I always tell them, if you support these guys, you buy their merch, you buy their albums, you put money in their pockets, you keep them from just so we know. I don't know if you know this. I'm a carpenter. I used to build homes. My expertise was concrete. So I was a really good concrete.
I did me some concrete, my God.
Concrete, stonework, and brickwork. I did. My father was father and uncle were master masons.
I got a job for you right now.
So
Roswell, Georgia.
So we don't want them doing any of that stuff. We want them playing rock and roll. We want our ears to bleed, and we want them to bring it to us every night. And that's what we want for these guys. And so just keep on supporting them. Also, watch for these guys. They will be on tour because I'm involved in that part of it. And we're going to make sure these guys are on tour. They're on the road. They're going to be playing some shows. And we have some big plans for these guys because they are that fucking good. And they need to be heard. So look for these guys. Backside of Life. The logo is killer. Just to have their logo on a T-shirt or decal, and they have a killer logo. So look for these guys out there. They're going to be out there. Guys, you have anything else to say? Last second.
Peace
out.
Thanks to you, man. We appreciate you and everybody out there in radio.
I love you guys, man. Responsibly. These guys are fantastic. We love them. And buy their albums, buy their music, buy their merch. And always remember, just keep those metal horns up, guys.
Yeah.